Hi, boys and girls. We're going to read a book about transportation. This is going to be about ships and boats and things that go on the water, and the people who would be seeing those would be the people that operate them. It's called Captain, Captain, What Do You See? By Mrs. Nicolosi. So I'm the author. I'm not the illustrator. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a sailboat in front of me. So what do you see and what do you notice about this picture? You're noticing some pretty big sails? Look at how the sails are being pushed. The wind's coming from this side, and you can see that pushing on the sails, and that's helping the sailboat move. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a canoe in front of me. So this type of boat is called a canoe. The paddle only has an oar on one side, and inside it's open so you could sit down. Do you notice that we've got the boy and he's wearing a life vest? So you float. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a cruise ship in front of me. So this is called a cruise ship, and every single teeny tiny window is actually a room. So the cruise ship is quite large. It's like a hotel when you go on it. Where would you go on a cruise ship if you could go somewhere? Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a motorboat in front of me. Look at this motorboat. It's kind of medium-sized. A family could go on it. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a freighter in front of me. So look at that. Are you noticing all the different colorful boxes on top? Those are the very same boxes that would be on a train or a semi-truck. Over here is one that's empty and a little closer. So you could see there's lots of flat areas to put all those boxes on. That's the freight. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a dinghy in front of me. Look how little this is. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see the control room in front of me. So this would be inside the engine room. So this would be on a very big ship. They would have something that looks like this, a separate area that isn't right up front like this. Here we go. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see the bridge in front of me. So when they look out their big windows, they can see the water. And these are the captains. I'm sure they have different names. And you can see there's computers in this ship. And there's buttons and knobs. So much to learn if you're going to be a captain. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see an anchor in front of me. So the anchor is going to go down into the water, down to the ground and underneath all that water. And then the points are going to go into the soft soil below and stop the ship from moving. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a lifeboat in front of me. So on big ships, one of the things that they have to do for safety is keep something called a lifeboat. So when you get on a big ship, you'll notice there's little tiny boats that are all around the outside. That's a lifeboat. So if anything were to happen on a big ship, they have a place for you to go. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a life vest in front of me. So this is where your head goes. And right here, this unsnaps, and then you snap it around you like a belt. And then if you have to go into the water, if something happens, then you float. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a compass in front of me. So a compass is a tool that captains will use, or if you're actually out in the forest and you're on a nature walk, you might use it as well. This will help you tell the direction that you're going. North, east, south, west. And then inside, it runs to the North Pole and the South Pole. That's where it's pointing right now. It points up to the North Pole. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a cabin in front of me. A cabin is a place where the passengers go, or the crew might go as well, but this is a passenger one, and so there's some beds, and then on the sides they have beds that fold down, and they have a little table in there, so it's like a little hotel room. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see the hole in front of me. So this is all this part down below that would be in the water, and it would be all covered up and watertight. So no water can get in, and it's the part that would sink into the water, because you would see all of this outside the water. And all of this down here would be under the water. That's the hole, so that's all the storage. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see the bow in front of me. The bow is the front of the boat or ship. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see the stern in front of me. So when someone talks about the stern of a boat, they're talking about the back of the boat. So this is the back of the boat or ship. This is a ship, it's big. Boats are little or ships are bigger. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see ocean in front of me. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see an oil tanker in front of me. So here is a picture of a real oil tanker, and then here is a drawing of one. So what it has, it has areas that are separated inside that the oil can go into, and then there's a little bit of room for the people that are going to be on the ship. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a kayak in front of me. And this is going to look similar to the canoe that we saw earlier, but I want you to notice these paddles. So there's one paddle that's in the water and one paddle that's up. And this is everybody who is in a kayak. You have a paddle on both sides. So you go one side and the other side. One side and the other side. And so if this is a double kayak, and so they have to work together. They have to do it at the same time if they're going to move forward. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a pier in front of me. Now, a pier is a really great place to go take a walk or go fishing. It is not for boats, but it does go out into the water. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see ropes and knots in front of me. So ropes are used to tie up the ships. And so lots of times they'll tie them up like this, and you might see them sitting around like this. They can actually get these undone very easily. The way they're very careful in how they made it, and it comes out easily so they can use it. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a deck in front of me. So the outside area on a ship or boat is called a deck that you might walk on. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a propeller in front of me. So there's engines inside the ship, and this propeller is turning underneath the water, and this is going to help the ship move forward. So it's at the back, and it's moving. The propeller's moving because the engines are inside, and then it moves the propeller, and then it helps it move. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a harbor in front of me. So a harbor is a very safe place for boats and ships, and for this one, there's just a little way to get in. And out here, there might be bigger waves, and the bigger waves are going to splash up on the jetty. And then inside, we can see all of these lines. Well, all of those lines are docks. And so there's a whole bunch of boats right here and a whole bunch of boats right here. And so this is a safe place for boats. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a dock in front of me. So right here would be where a boat would go. And then they're using this side and using this side. And then this is where the people walk. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a dock crane in front of me. Do you see the freighter? Yes, I knew you would. Okay, so these cranes are going to go down and lift up one box and then pick it up, and then it's going to turn around and then it's going to put it down. And it might stack it for a little while, and it might get moved later, but from here, then it's going to need to go on some trucks, some semi-trucks, or maybe on a train. So a lot of times you're going to see a train station that goes into a working harbor like this, that has the freighters come into it, because there needs to be access to the train. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a restaurant in front of me. So when you go down to the harbor, you might have a restaurant there. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see cargo or freight in front of me. So it came into the harbor, and these are the cranes, and now it's storing the cargo over here until it can get on a train. You see the train tracks? Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a boarding pass in front of me. So friends, you're going to need a boarding pass or a ticket to go on a big ship. And so you buy that, and then you can have your ticket to go on, just like an airplane. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a dock worker in front of me. So these folks right here, they're dock workers. They're helping the ship get into the right place on the dock. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a tugboat in front of me. The tugboat in the ocean is going to help a ship if they get into trouble. If something happens and the engine stops working, they might be able to go and help it. And also the other thing it can do is it's very powerful, and it can help push the ships along a little bit too. That's why they have so much protection around the outside over here. Captain, Captain, what do you see? I see a rescue boat in front of me. So this is the Coast Guard. So if someone gets hurt, they'll come out and they'll help them. If you want to listen to this again next time, you can turn off my volume and you can try it all by yourself. Hope you had fun.